that is the first place that I ever did anything musical theater-wise. So I've been teaching since I was 17. Choreography comes with part of that, and I've been very blessed to have taught older girls, so I've been able to sort of develop my choreographic muscles, as it were, with very capable dancers, which is very different from choreographing musical theater, especially at a school where that's not the biggest attraction. The process of choreographing I've done with two directors, so I've done it with Professor Koerner for West Side Story and then with Prof. Sarver for Guys and Dolls, and Koerner was very hands-off. He was like, listen, I don't care, just do it. He never came to a dance rehearsal. I think he would stop by and just check in, but I was pretty much free reign, which I don't know, made me feel really good. It made me feel like he trusted my artistic vision. Prof. Sarver as well just really trusted me with the vision, and there were certain things. I think because she has a little bit more dance experience just with being in musicals and stuff, she had a bit more things like, oh, I really want this, or I really want this, and or I want this to look like this. And so that was kind of cool, because this is Guys and Dolls is the third full musical I've done. So I've done musical pieces for Broadway Review as well. Mink had a lot of elements to consider. When I was choreographing it, I just assumed that the mink would just be like a little shoulder thing. When we got them, we didn't get the costumes until a week before the week of the show, at the point where they take off the clothes, which I guess that's not entirely 100% original, because you take off the clothes at that point. That's how you're supposed to do it. Me and Prof. Sarver were very much like, they're going to take their clothes off. We're going to have it happen. I think that the stripping is a very distinct part of the show. I mean, it's part of Adelaide's profession. I don't think you'd be doing anyone any favors by taking that out. I spent a lot of time on making sure that the movement was very feminine. I wanted to make sure it wasn't provocative. Bush, Sloan, and Peck. I had to choreograph twice as well. So I choreographed a few 8 counts for the audition for the initial show, and I just kind of assumed it was the original version. Me and Prof. Sarver discovered that we were doing the West End version, which is entirely different. Nothing the same at all. So I had to redo the whole thing, and my heart was broken in two. But I was able to have a little bit of say in the tempo, so I got to speed the tempo up, because the West End version is a lot slower. Yeah, so I had to redo it, but I ended up really liking what we did as well. This year particularly, I've become a lot more interested in formations and how the audience, and myself included, is just really intrigued by simply the way people are placed on stage and the transitions between spots and how we can make that look really cool, and I was really happy with how that turned out, especially with Bushel. I was just really proud of how together the girls were and how willing they were to dance as one, dance more as a collective than just a bunch of girls. And they worked on that. I'd always tell them, watch out of your peripherals, not to know the dance, but just to know when to go. And that can be one of the hardest aspects of dancing in an ensemble, is dancing as an ensemble. When you're choreographing and working, being a full-time student, if I could go to school realistically for a million years and choreograph for all of them, I would do it in a heartbeat.